my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. You got me here with clean canvas because in today's video we're going to be testing the hottest, the newest luxury designer fall collections from Chanel. Yes, you heard it right, Chanel, Tom Ford, new products from Chantecaille, and much more. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm getting ready because I also need to go and meet with some clients. So here you got me. If you're new here to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Jackeline. I film in natural light with 4K resolution, so make sure you have your 4K resolution on just to make sure you can see all the details of the makeup today. And as you can tell, I have nothing on my face. It's zero out. So let's go ahead and get started with the base. Tom Ford just released a new foundation, which it is a reformulation, a replacement for the OG Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation that you know, friends, I completely love and adore. And they just decided to cross it out, and now we have the Tom Ford Architecture Radiance Hydrating Foundation. Now, if you have been watching my videos, you know there's another architecture foundation that is a soft matte foundation that came to replace another soft matte foundation from Tom Ford. So this is the new architecture line, and I guess the good news is that this new foundation is less expensive than this one. This was $150. I'm pretty sure this one is $85 or somewhere in there. I will be leaving all the products link on the YouTube shop. You just need to tap on the screen and you will see little icons right here where you can see each of the products. Also, I will be listing them on the description box below along with the links, any discount codes or sales that I'm able to find, promo codes and whatnot. Such description box too will be copy and paste, and I will be leaving it as a pinned comment. So while you're leaving your comment, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with the post notification bell on so you don't miss any of the uploads. So what about if we do a side-by-side comparisons? Now, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I have already tested this foundation for the last couple days, but I want to make sure that you can see them side by side. One thing that I noticed is that the shades have changed. The names are the same, the numbers are different. So it is a little bit confusing. On the Shade and Illuminate, I used to use Ivory Beige 5.6. I went ahead and picked up Ivory Beige 9.5N. So we're going to give it a quick swatch here. Presentation, always gorgeous. Glass bottle, made in Canada, SPF 50. This one also had SPF 50, so very high SPF. Not that should replace your sunscreen, but I think it's a really nice booster. Okay, so this is the new one. And this one is the old one. Again, 5.6 on the old one, 9.5 on the new one, both named Ivory Beige. I'm just gonna let them sit on my hand. So this is the new version, this is the older version. For those who are new here to my channel, I do have, as you can tell, a ton of freckles, sunspots. I do have what is considered mature skin. I will say experienced skin. Now, there is a scent on this new foundation. The other foundation also had a scent, but this has a cola scent. It's kind of like, it smells like Coca-Cola. It's a weird but fun scent that it dissipates super, super fast. I'm just gonna apply, it's not a full pump. I'm applying about 1/4 of a pump here on my forehead, and I had to apply another 1/4 of a pump, so say half a pump for half of my face. I like to spread my foundation first with my hands, and then I will go with a sponge or a brush. Now, what I noticed with this foundation, I just want to tell you from the get-go, because like I said, I have been using it for the last couple days, is that you will see it. It's very alike on finish, but I will not suggest to build it up because it may look a tiny bit cakey. So I prefer the light to medium coverage, which for most people will be kind of like closer to medium coverage, because I'm not saying that not everybody will have freckles like me, but I'm very, very freckly and I do have a ton of sunspots. I like how it looks spread and tapping with a sponge. I think it just brings to life the foundation. Very ultra lightweight. That I can tell you 100%. And it doesn't fully oxidize. If anything, may change a tiny, the slightest in tone, not by much. And you will see it because you see this foundation has more of like a rosy tone, the older version. And this one looks more neutral, but at the end they will certainly look very alike. Okay, now I'm gonna go in terms of consistency, same consistency, almost liquidy, not gel-like, more liquidy-like. Now, with the older version, it has more radiance from the get-go. And the older version had lavender. So you can smell lavender on this one. That also dissipates really fast. Let me know if this was also one of your favorite foundations for the longest ever. Because I know I put you in, many of you love this foundation when I reviewed it many years ago. We were all like, yeah, this is that foundation. I'm going to use the same sponge, but not this side. I'm going to use this other side. Just to spread it. Same kind of consistency, like super lightweight, non-heavy. And the radiance is not too much. It is just very slightly. Now, there is a new technology on this architecture line from Tom Ford that I can certainly see. For those who know me, you know that I study architecture. And I think the name is perfect for this new line from Tom Ford, whether the soft matte or this one, because it does have that perfect kind of like evenness of, say, the facade of a building. Not that you're gonna look, spackled, but it's very perfecting. It does have some blurring aspect. Now the foundation is set to give hydration for 24 hours, and it truly does. It does give hydration, but hydration, don't mix it in with moisture, because you see I do have dry skin on the perimeters of my face, a little bit more of normal skin here where I have my enlarged pores, and hydration is not the same as moisture. It just keeps your skin looking really nice and just beautiful in general. So there you have them. I think, I got a little bit of foundation on my lips, but there you have them. You see, like, they look the same color, even though, same shade, even though they are different, quote unquote, different shades. They look very much alike. It's not that I look Oompa Loompa on one side or Pinky on the other side. I think it's a pretty decent match. Let me just bring you even, I'm going to bring you even closer so you can see. And you can see here on my hand too. This one perhaps has just a tiny bit more peach in it than this. This is more neutral. But in the long run, when applied on the face, it looks pretty even, doesn't it? Yeah. And you see, it's not fully covering my freckles and sunspots. It's just enough. And I think that's key as we age, or not even as we age. I think just in general, like, not covering fully our face is just so important, because otherwise it just looks makeup-y. And personally, I don't like to look makeup-y. And when we're dealing with fine lines, wrinkles, and spots, it just can look weird. Another thing that I want to point out too is that if you build too much, it will not do any favors to if you have enlarged pores. I do have enlarged pores, and I notice if I build too much these, it doesn't settle, but it doesn't blur fully as when I apply it lightly. So key point here, lightly, that's the way to go. Concealer, brows on, no setting powder, and I went ahead and applied a little bit of Chanel Cream Bronzer. Now let's go for the cream blush, and this is from Tom Ford's fall collection, the Creme Blush in Black Orchid. Oh my gosh, when I saw these, If you know that I absolutely love the creme blush formulation from Tom Ford in the shade Café Rosé. Oh my goodness me, that is just so gorgeous. And when I saw they were coming out with a new shade, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset with Tom Ford because they need to create a line with this. Perhaps they don't want to overwhelm us because of the amount of cream blushes that we have been seeing lately. But I think this formula is spectacular. Now, I haven't tried this one yet. It comes with this suede-like pouch. The case, oh my gosh, it's just elegance, complete and full elegance. And then look and see this magenta shade. Oh, is to die for. Now, you're gonna ask me, what about Dior's new soft filter blush mousse? Are you gonna be reviewing it? Dior is gonna be left for a full-on video because they just launched so many new products, from eyeshadow to blush to setting powder to new lipsticks. So be on the lookout because I will be reviewing all of those products on a dedicated video for all new Dior makeup. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the post notification bell on so you don't miss that upload. Now let's go ahead and swatch this baby. Oof. You know, it looks a little bit fuchsia even in person. And so soft, but not too dewy. Now, by the way, the foundations have already set and almost dry. This one looks a tiny bit more peach, FYI. But now let's focus on this beautiful blush. Oh my gosh, going with my Makeup by Mario double-ended brush, and I'm just gonna tap a little. Now this has a good mirror. Let's go for it. Ooh, that looks so good, friends. I went lightly. We're gonna build it up in a second. Don't wanna look like a clown because, like I said before, after these, I'm going to a meeting with some clients. I wanna make sure that I look good for my meeting. And not that they will be staring at my makeup. It's like, oh my gosh, why you put so much makeup on? Just like to apply a little bit on the nose, just to give that flash effect of, you know, have the natural blush. Let's see. Right there. I'm sure that you can build up even more and get to these colors. So this is the beauty about this formulation, that it can work for many skin tones depending on the amount that you apply. Which, that versatility on any makeup product to me is just key. You can control really well. It's not too glowy, it's not super shiny. It does have the perfect balance for a soft radiance. So if you're afraid of cream blushes, do not be afraid with this. So good. So, so good. Look at that, friends. It looks so beautiful. Love it. I received as PR and not a sponsor, and this it is not sponsored by anybody, but Laura Mercier, they sent me their reformulated, seems like new Awaken Your Eyes New Secret Brightening Under Eye Setting Powder. So I remember years ago using this baby, and as you can tell, I already took one out because I'm gonna use the shade Peach. I do have very dark under eye circles that they just look kind of bluish, so I'm excited to give a go to this specific shade. As you can tell, this is gonna be complete first impressions. I'm just gonna tap a little here on the cup. Oop, it came out quite a bit there. Let's just see how it looks. I think the shade will be perfect for me. You're not gonna be able to see this swatch. It pretty much disappear on my skin. There you have it. It does have a little bit of a brightening effect, although there's a pink shade here too. I'm gonna use the brush that they sent my way. It is the Camouflage Powder brush, and I'm just gonna go for it. You see, it is spread really well. And let's set this concealer. I like this brush because it didn't pack too much product, which is key when you're applying powder, mostly when you have a ton of fine lines like myself. It's adding a tiny bit more coverage on my concealer, which I don't mind, and it has a little bit of that peachy hue, just a tiny bit. See right there? It's not orange, definitely is not. Ooh, and that's so soft. It looks so blurred too, and a little bit brightening. At the same time, it has that cancellation aspect. So lovely. I'm gonna just retouch a little bit of bronzer with Farah Hamidi bronzer. This has been, as you can tell, I have been loving this bronzer so much, and I like to use it with this brush by Hourglass. Such a good brush. Very practical. Mostly if you're going for traveling too, or if you have like, you know, like not so much space for a vanity. Double-ended brushes are really good for that, but there you have it. Just a little bit more bronzer. Now let's go for Chanel's 2025 Fall Collection, which consists in 4 different eyeshadow palettes, all of them beautiful. I pre-ordered all 4 with my essay, and I decided it at the last minute because time constraints. I mean, I'm gonna be very honest with you. This summer season has been super busy for me, and it's gonna be still super busy for me. So I just have to be very selective on the things that I'm able to cover here on my YouTube channel, although I would love to cover absolutely everything. But the eyeshadow that called my name the most, it is Chanel's from the Les Quatre Ombres Boutons Couture 219, and I'm sure all of you knew, because if you watch my will I buy it kind of video, you know that I was gonna pick this up. Look at the pouch, gorgeous. This collection pays homage to the buttons of Chanel on all of those beautiful tweed jackets and all their blouses, all of that. And this one was like, wow, how gorgeous. Take a look. Oh my gosh. This is chocolate brown, perfect for the fall season. That if you don't know, you must be living under the rock, because for this fall, drenching in chocolate brown, it is the trend. And I'm talking about makeup, fashion, absolutely everything. So there you have it. Let's give it a good swatch. It comes with 2 applicators, one a sponge, one a little brush. Another good close-up before I ruin it. It's so pretty, friends. Okay, let's see. This brown shade is more of like a demi-matte borderline satin shade. Oh, this is like a cappuccino shade. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Then we have another brown shade, but different than this shade. This seems to have a little reddish undertone. This one has more of like a taupey undertone. And then we have a true taupe shade. Look at that. You know, by the undertones of this eyeshadow palette, it looks more sultry. Or is my idea? No, it's not my idea. I'm sure it is. Okay, let's give a good swatch here. Oh, swatch so good. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. This is a very good formula from Chanel. I can tell right away by the swatches. I want to compare it to Tissé Rivoli, so you can see them side by side. This one has, although it has some neutrality, it also has a little bit of, if you compare it, reddish hues, which Tissé Rivoli is more cooler in tone, to my point of view. It's more of not such a combination as Boutons Couture. To me, Tisser Rivoli is definitely cooler in tone. Oh yeah, definitely. This is Tisser Rivoli, and then 219 Boutons Couture. Yeah, definitely different. Now, the other eyeshadow palettes, they are beautiful, but I feel like I have something I like to them. Like, for example, Rivage, which is a gorgeous eyeshadow palette. It's very much alike to one of the new eyeshadow palettes. I think the one that called my name the most, it is the one that looks like Delice, which this is, as you can tell, such a beloved eyeshadow palette. The one from this fall collection is deeper, which it will work amazing for deeper complexions. In fact, on Chanel's promo images, there is a beautiful lady with rich complexion that is wearing the eyeshadow. So I think, you know, like, again, it's deeper. That doesn't mean that I cannot use it, because knowing the eyeshadows from Chanel, they are buildable. So you can manage the intensity of the eyeshadows. And then the other one, which is Mademoiselle, to me doesn't really look like Mademoiselle, the 4 eyeshadow quad that I do own. That one is a lot lighter. To me, it actually looks more like the Vendôme. With a little bit of like a pinky hue on one of the shades or 2 of the shades. So there you have it. Now let's go for the application of this baby. I'm gonna use this double-ended brush from Chanel. I'm gonna use this side, and I'm gonna take this shade first as a base, and I'm gonna apply it above the crease. Now on this particular eyeshadow, there's no shimmers, like there's not like an obvious metallic finish or a topper finish. They're more of like satin, everyday kind of shades, which I'm not mad about. In fact, I think that will make it of a more wearable eyeshadow palette. Same brush, and I'm taking this shade, and I'm gonna apply it on the outer third of the eyelid. I'm gonna take a little bit more and build it up. If you're a collector of Chanel eyeshadows, and in general, you may already have gotten your hands on these. If you're eyeing it, do not wait too long. I know, like, my client advisor, she told me, are you sure you want to leave the other ones, because these are it, I don't have any more. And I know some of these eyeshadows, they already sold out online. I don't know if they will be coming at other retailers like Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, or Saks, or, you know, Neiman Marcus. I haven't heard anything. So if you're eyeing some, it's not to create FOMO. It's just that I know it's, you know, when it's gone, perhaps they will restock it, or perhaps not, because this has been a very sought after collection since the moment it launched in Asia, which it was, I think, like 2 months ago, almost 3 months ago. So the hype has been building up. Talking about build up, the shade build up so nicely, so beautiful. Going with the other side of the brush, I'm gonna take this taupey tone, and I'm gonna apply it pretty much inner third of the mobile lid. Tell me, are you ready for fall? I'm not, not yet. Well, is it because in my area hasn't been very warm? I'm sure those of you that live in areas that are super, super warm, you may be like, I want fall now, but I'm like, I haven't enjoyed summer. I basically went for a mini trip to San Diego to just soak in some summer. Imagine that, because here my area has been in between like the high 60s, low 70s, like 72, 73. I think just 1 or 2 days we had 81 degrees, which is not, it's not much. Now I'm taking the deepest shade on the pan, and I'm just gonna apply it right on the outer V, like very, very, very close, just to create a little bit more dimension. because this eyeshadow palette is exactly the trend that we're going to be seeing during the fall season, and it is chocolate drenching. And I think that's why this palette from the get-go was so popular among many of us, because although we may have alike colors as a color story, it's very fall. Now I'm gonna take this shade, and although as you can tell it's not truly a metallic shade, it's more like a satin shade, but just to open up a little bit my eye, I'm gonna apply it right on the center of the eyelid. And this is a trick that you see me doing it all the time. I have hooded eyelids, and I think this is the best way to just apply something lighter right on the center of the eyelid. It creates not only a halo effect, but it just opens up an eyelid that is more droopy, or like I said, more hooded. I want to see if I can get it to show even more this shade. I'm taking a BK Beauty 209 brush. Just taking a good amount of product. And with any setting spray, in this case, the one from Charlotte Tilbury, I'm just gonna wet the brush, and I'm gonna just tap it in the middle. And yeah, it's not gonna become metallic, but it's just gonna show even more. I think I'm gonna go with this shade and just taking it on the lower lash line, my beloved Sonia G flat definer. And I'm gonna try first this shade, and I'm gonna take it on the lower lash line, on the outer third first. There you go. Hourglass was so kind to send me a PR package with their eyeshadow palette. I didn't realize they sent me their brand new Unlock Extension Mascara in the shade Espresso. This is a tubing mascara. Ooh, the shade is perfect. It applies so well. So well, and I love the color. And because it's a tubing mascara, it's gonna be so easy to remove with just warm water. So thank you so much to Hourglass for sending these to me. Again, not a sponsored. Tell me what you think about this eyeshadow palette. Isn't it stunning? I mean, it created this very chocolatey, dense eyeshadow look. I love this camel color too here. It's so good. Taupey tone. Now, you don't need to use all the eyeshadows to create an eyeshadow look. I just wanted it to show you how it will look to just create a look with the entire palette. Definitely you can use just one or two of the eyeshadows depending on the look that you want to create, or mix it in with even toppers. So if you have like some toppers that you want to use, you can do so too with this eyeshadow, because like I said, it's more like all satin or demi matte borderline satin finish in terms of all the eyeshadows. You're not having here toppers or metallics or super matte shades. There's zero fallout. There's no way that there's fallout here, because these are baked gelée formulations that are just like so good. So good, my friends. Tell me which of the eyeshadow palettes from Chanel's fall collection you decided to get. I know some of you got all. I know some of you just got one. Some of you got two. I'm just curious to know, because I'm still tempted to get perhaps one more, the one that looks more like the leaves. I don't think I need it because I have so much of the leaves, but it may be something that I don't want to regret, although there's more coming, you know, from different brands and whatnot. Now, for the lips, I picked up one of the 3 shades of the Tom Ford Fall 2025 collection in the shade Iconic Nude. And wait a minute. You have to see the casing. Do you see that? It's so stunning. So stunning. And the shade is, oof. I mean, yeah. It's a little bit of a warmer nude tone, which I'm not upset of. Ideally is to have, you know, like a lip liner, but let's go like this. Tom Ford. I never regret buying a Tom Ford lipstick. Let me tell you that. Stunning, isn't it? And with this look, amazing. I may revisit this lipstick in just a second. This, I bought it alongside with all the Tom Ford items and the Chanel items. But Chantecaille has sent me their new lipsticks, that lip creme, in 3 different shades. Although they come, I think there are 14 shades. This is a new formulation, and if you're familiar with Chantecaille, I have never been disappointed of a Chantecaille lipstick. They are always so good. And these lipsticks, they support the elephant family. Look at these casings, so pretty. I think the shade I want to use is Chrysanthemums, which is a peachy nude. Oh, so gorgeous. And the packaging is completely recyclable, the entire thing. I assume this is all aluminum, but it's not flimsy. It does have a good weight, and I love the detail of the bullet. Do you see those rivets? So gorgeous. Here's the swatch. So let's try this shade, Chrysanthemums. So lively. Beautiful, creamy as the name implies. Stunning. They also sent me the Precision Lip Brush Pencil. Look at this. See it right there? So if you want to dig all the way into your lipstick so you don't have any remainings, if you want to make sure everything looks, you know, perfect, and also perfect for traveling so you don't get, you know, everything messy with the lipstick, retractable, in love. The next shade, Star Jasmine. This is more of a pinky nude, seems like. Yeah, has more of a brighter pink. They are thin. I love how they glide. And the full opacity too is to die for. Next shade, Cherry Blossom, a beautiful cherry red. Love the applicator because it's so narrow that you can really define the lips without going off the lines. Cherry Blossom. I went ahead and reapplied the one from Tom Ford just to go with this chocolate brown shade. You let me know, friends, what are your thoughts about all this makeup? Have you purchased any of these items? Are you adding them to cart immediately? Let's continue that conversation on the comment section down below. Do not forget, my next video or upcoming video very soon will be all new Dior fall makeup releases because I bought so much. So we're gonna dive in on that. Another thing that I would love to know from you is that I usually upload Saturdays and Sundays, and I was thinking if you want a little bit of a change, we can do perhaps like a Thursday, Sunday, or Thursday, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday. Let me know if that works for you. I know some of you like to watch my videos on the weekends, so I just want your comments and your feedback, and I would love to hear from you which other beauty products for this fall you are eyeing. While you're at it, you're always invited to do something that is completely free, and that is to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, come and follow me there. If you like the video, if it serves you on any help, give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends. And if you're not done watching my content, I will be leaving a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're gonna love. See you then.